Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom nestled between whispering willows and the sparkling streams, there lived a fluffy white cat named Snowflake. Her fur was as white as the fairest snowfall, her eyes as blue as the winter sky, and from her very fairest meow. She was known throughout the land for her playful spirit and her brave heart. One sunny afternoon, while chasing butterflies through the garden, Snowflake came across a beautiful glass aviary. Inside, a multitude of parrots and songbirds of all colors fluttered about, their sweet melodies echoing through the air. But as Snowflake looked closer, she noticed a look of sadness in their bright eyes. They were beautiful birds with clipped wings, trapped inside a cage no more matter how beautifully crafted. As she sat by the aviary, listening to their mournful songs, she could sense their despair. Each chirp and whistle was a tiny hammer blow to her heart. It was then that Snowflake made a decision. She would free these birds and allow them to soar through the limitless expanse of the open sky. Every day after that, Snowflake visited the birds, bringing them little treats and singing with them. She would press her paws against the glass, her heart aching to touch those soft, feathery bodies. She would gaze at their weary eyes, so full of longing for the outside world. Then one day, as Snowflake sat by the aviary, a small sparrow landed on her head. It was the smallest bird in the cage, with feathers the color of burnt umber and a tiny pink beak. Looking into Snowflake's eyes, the sparrow chirped a melody so beautiful it echoed the pain in Snowflake's heart. When the sparrow flew back to the cage, Snowflake cried out, "Why are you keeping such beautiful creatures captive? They don't belong here. They belong out there flying high." The man turned to her, a cruel smile on his face. "Because you like to keep beautiful things caged, their songs make me sad, and their freedom would cost me dearly." With that, he turned away, leaving Snowflake and the birds alone. But Snowflake was not deterred. She had made up her mind. Every day she returned to the aviary, bringing food and water to the birds and whispering words of comfort and kindness. She told them stories of the great beyond the cage, of the sun-drenched meadows and the boundless sky. And slowly but surely, the birds began to believe. They started to sing again, their songs filled with hope and the promise of freedom. Then one day, when the man wasn't paying attention, Snowflake opened the latch of the aviary door and one by one, the birds flew away. They soared into the vast expanse of the sky, their wings beating in unison with their newfound freedom. And as Snowflake watched them go, she knew that her mission was complete. She had brought joy to their lives and given them a chance at happiness. And that, she parted, was the greatest adventure of all.